that Slim you're used to? Or been waiting for?
Yeah, she was good. Thought she played, especially in the second half, I thought she played poised and made good decisions with the ball. Um, you saw the burst go to the rim a couple times. But I thought she made good reads against their coverage, when to hit the roll, when to shoot the pull up against the big hanging back, was patient against the switches. But we fed off her energy, and I thought, not just her, but that group that was in together early in the fourth. I don't know exactly the time that got us that lead and made that run. I think everybody fed off of that. It wasn't our normal like closing lineup. Jade, Emily, um, Kira was about exhausted, but making hustle plays and running the floor, and so they kind of gave us that boost when we really needed it.
I was going to say what worked so well during that stretch because you're down by one going into the fourth. I think you go on a 14-3 run, and that's essentially a hold on the rest of the way.
Thought we defended. I thought our second half defense was really good, maybe till the last minute of the game when we made a couple of mistakes, but I thought we dug in. Our offense wasn't pretty. Um, Kurt's always going to have a good defensive game plan since forever, and when that's kind of you're getting a little sticky at both ends, trying to generate some stuff off your defense and your energy is a great way to get your offense going. So I thought we were able to capitalize on some of their turnovers, and we just kind of played through the ugliness. We had people again like the other night diving on the floor left and right. The crowd loves it. Our bench loved it, and that kind of gave us that separation that we needed.
And how's Kara feeling? Obviously, fought through a sickness and still put up.
Yeah, she wasn't mad when I took her out tonight. She needed her rest when she got it. No, she was good. Had a tough time getting going offensively, but rebounded the hell out of the ball, made some great defensive plays, and then just was able to get a couple layups to go. No, she's good. I mean, she dug in and gave us what she had tonight.
Thank you.
You started Julie and Slim together this time. Was that just based on the turnovers that you were trying to reduce this time, or what was the goal there, and how did you like it?
I wish it was that simple to reduce the turnovers. No, I mean I have a lot of point guards all of a sudden, and not a whole lot of wings. So I think getting Slim off the ball a little bit, giving teams a different look at where she is on the floor, having her and Ariel on each wing is tough to guard. Thought Julie did a good job, on the ball, but also when she's off the ball, she's a shooting threat. So it's easier to sub. I think Shatori has all year done a really good job leading and kind of anchoring that bench group. So, I just thought it balanced our rotation better.
Then, you talked about how effective Slim was, but you've got, Kira with the double-double, Ariel, kind of all around contributions. How important was it to kind of have such efficient nights from kind of your big three there?
Yeah, it was big. I thought they all made timely shots, timely plays. I think it's maybe a little reflection of everybody having a better feel of kind of where the ball needs to go and when. We didn't shoot the ball great, but we were able to make enough plays, and we put it in those guys' hands a lot to make decisions. I thought we made pretty good decisions, and that's how we have to play.
Last one for me, I'll kind of state the obvious, but how nice it not only to get your first win since mid-July, but also to do it on Hall of Fame night.
Yeah, it was big. It meant a lot, I think, to win it tonight. Yeah, it takes a little of the pressure off coming out of them. Not outside pressure, internal pressure that we wanted to get a win. We felt like we're getting better in some areas, but hadn't had the wins to show for it. Yep, and on tonight, we talked about it a lot the last couple of days. When you have alumni in the house and you're honoring somebody that meant a lot to the franchise, that you want to do them proud, and brought AB in the locker room after the game, and that was a good moment too. So I don't know, maybe we need to do Hall of Fame night every night.
What at the end of the ceremony, Elena walks off and Carly and Ariel gave her congratulatory hugs. What does it mean for you when you have your players give someone like that her respect as she needs to?
I think it's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. I think, great players appreciate other great players. And, I don't know how much each of them watched Elena Beard at different stages of her career. They were all pretty young when she was at Duke, and AB's not that old. But it's great. I mean, obviously she played here. She played for LA. Carly played in LA. I'm sure she knows her. She actually played. I think she's the only person on our team that played with her was Carly. I think that's how it should be. You should honor the ones that came before you and show appreciation. I think the younger generation of players, regardless of how much they have watched those people, has done a good job of that. This rookie class has, I think, generally done that. And the vets obviously know a little bit more about some of these players and, showed the proper respect and appreciation.
What does a win like this do for the program late season?
I hope it gives us a little confidence that that we can kind of see what the formula is for us to be successful. I think that starts for us defensively. I think we've played a couple good defensive games now in a row after we gave up almost 100 to Minnesota. I thought we defended well the other night against Seattle, but we turned it over a million times. And, even though it wasn't a lot prettier, just by not turning the ball over so much, it allowed us to play really good defense. And I think that with the personnel we have to lean into that. I think hopefully similar to what we went through early in the season, that getting a win, it's a habit just like anything else. You want to taste it a little bit, you get over that hump, and now hopefully it springs us on to playing better basketball.
You have to still inspire. How do you get them? There, as players there.
I think you just try to, it's easy to ride the emotional waves of a season, and you just try to, be as objective as you can. Sometimes when you're not winning games, you're not playing well, that you're doing some good things that you can carry over. You can be honest about the things you need to work on without being dismissive of anybody or belittling anybody. So we just try to keep it's my job to give them a little kick when they need it, and pump them up a little bit when they need it. And that's what I'm learning through with this team as well. So I think we've done a good job for the most part handling the emotional part of the season. Good. Thanks.
The first game we played on the 15th, each game has been kind of a piece of the puzzle, how I like to say it. And I'm just always going to keep giving credit to my teammates and my coaching staff, the trainers, like everybody poured into me to be able to stay afloat. Days where I didn't have it, my teammates did. They kept my head up. So I think that ultimately led to tonight's performance. And yeah, I did feel like myself. But honestly, the whole week has been going late into this type of game. So again, just credit to my teammates, credit to the org, credit to the staff. Like it's because of them that I'm able to go out there and figure that shit out in real time.
Ariel, how nice is it to have it back playing like yourself?
I mean, I love it. It feels really good to me. Just to have someone as dynamic as Slim back on the court. I mean, I talked about it kind of in the past, like the things that we were missing on our team before we got into the break. Those were literal stats of Carly, Slim, and Kira. Is literally their games, So to have her back, but more than anything, to kind of have her back in her right mind and comfortable and excited to play the game again. Life is better when your body feels good, So I'm really happy for her. I know she's dealt with injuries her entire career, so to be able to kind of see the other side of this as a pro I know it feels good for her, so that makes me really happy.
So much for me, either you or both, you guys are out here scrapping every day, and it doesn't
Every
always
day.
come out. With the W, that's how nice, and what's it feel like to kind of get back into that category?
I mean, you just got back. You got to talk.
I mean, that's the beautiful part about our league and beautiful part about defending home court and having home court advantage, just being able to go out and perform every night and just push through highs and lows. I just love this team. Like, we stay together, we figure it out, and it makes our job enjoyable, even when shit looks really ugly. And it's gotten pretty ugly throughout this season, but this team still managed to find the silver lining in the losses. So kudos to us for sticking through it.
Thank you.
Slim, you were saying you felt maybe a little responsibility to play well, wearing the number. 12
Yeah.
tonight.
That's true.
You weren't getting
Man.
How does it feel to, have that performance on a night where you really wanted to show up?
It feels really good. I made the joke like last year I had 15 and like this year I have 20. So I did take it as a responsibility. I didn't let it overwhelm me, but in the back of my head, it's like, come on, son, you're wearing the number that's literally being like the person's being retired. So and I really respect AB. She's one of the biggest reasons why I want to go for D point and bring it back to the guard. So it was really cool to be able to perform with my team in front of her and to get the win in front of the home crowd.
Both of you, Eric was talking about how you guys have had conversations over the past couple of days, I guess, about Elena being honored tonight, and she came into the locker room afterward. Can you kind of share some of those conversations, how the team was kind of talking about or approaching this?
I mean, Elena Beard in her own right, you speaking to two people that love to play defense. And just what she's done, not only in this league, I mean, but if you look at what she's doing now with the finance world and what she's doing for her community, she's just a legend in her own right. So to even just have her presence here is insane. But I love her because she's such a like calm demeanor. But she goes about business on her court, and I really kind of look up to her for that because I think it has a lot to do with the way that I play as well. So to have her not only come into our locker room and speak to us, but to have her part of this organization and to come back and enjoy it and to see her get her flowers today is pretty cool.
Just last one for me, the defensive effort tonight, holding LA to 37% shooting.
That was crazy though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, she been getting buckets for them though.
I know, but
I
like
mean,
that was
look next
crazy.
to it though.
Oh yeah, that was hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry, Jen. Continue.
All good. Just curious, what you guys thought of your own, defensive effort there as a team, particularly with their size. Ariel, it looked like you were giving up a lot of inches every time I looked over.
Yeah, it's kind of the theme these days. These players getting bigger and bigger. I don't know. I think it was the third quarter or early fourth. We had a group that went in there and was, I mean, at least maybe 6 to 7 stops in a row. And that's what we talk about in practice, making sure that we can string things along so that we can go up and we can get better and do things from that. So I'm really proud of the way that we were able to lock in and kind of give ourselves that cushion to not only get up, but to lock into the scout and do the things that we wanted to do to make their lives hard as possible. Honestly, I really credit that win to, I don't know what group that was, but I don't know if it was like late third quarter, early fourth, but they really went in and put the clamps down.
Word.
Early fourth. Thank you.
Yeah, she was still getting your breather.
Brittney, we talked about Elena Beard last year.
Mhm.
When did you start to follow her game? When you started to watch her? Was it high school, college, or you got to?
When she terrorized me. Yeah. I mean, like obviously I knew about Elena Beard, but like when I really started to like pay attention to her was my rookie year. She plucked me so bad on the left wing in LA, and I'm just like, that's not a foul. And then I come to find out that she had depoy back to back. So I'm like, of course that's not a foul. Like she knows how to play defense. And that just made me hone in on her even more. And then I start to watch her and just see her craft and just realize like, man, like you could be a two-way player. I feel like later on in her career, she was more of a defensive juggernaut. But early in her years, like a lot of people seem to forget, like Elena was a bucket, still is a bucket, But she definitely helped me realize like you could do both. Like you don't have to be top to tied on one side. You could do both. So I really am thankful for a guard like her, a human like her, period.
Beautiful.
I like it.
Nope. Night.
You guys have a great night. Get home safe. Enjoy your